YouTube, what's poppin', man? It's your boy Mixed by Malachi, and I am him. Yo, man, I got some good ones for you today, man. Some more treats. I always got some treats. So this is for my FL Studio users, man. I got 3 vocal presets and a dope 2-track beat preset as well, and a dope two-track beat preset as well, man. It'll help you with the sides, the mids, and all that other good stuff. And it's free. It's for me to y'all for being missing so long. But man, make sure you click and subscribe to the channel. Yo, you ain't got a choice now, so you gotta unlock it. You know what I'm saying? Which, it's that simple. It ain't nothing bad. That's all you do. You just unlock. I'll show you guys how to load it. Super dope presets, man. They're gonna get the job done, and the vocals is gonna sound super clean, real crisp, and you ain't gotta worry about nothing.
My nigga.
I'll actually show you what the vocals is on this one by itself, so you guys will know what to record your levels at. So when you do record your levels, everything can come out right with the preset, and you don't have to worry about it being distorted or too loud, because it's going to already push you up, so you can just bring the vocals down and blend it with the beat. Also, with the 2-track beat, make sure your beat is around -12, -13 dB. Remember that. Make sure your beat is properly mixed. Hey, I don't want to drag you on too long, but let's dive in, and I'll show you guys these presets, and you can get it cracking. All right, let's go. So here we go. All right, so look, I'm gonna start off with the beat first, so you guys can see what I do with the 2-track beat, so you kind of get an understanding. So basically what I do is, and I like to use Ozone for true peak and stuff like that. So if you got Ozone, this will definitely make it good for when you're mixing your tracks, so that you can definitely contain those peak areas, so that way you won't be worried about your song clipping as much, and you'll get like a nice clean signal going through on your channels and your levels. Now, what I like to do is, let's close this. So we got the track, which will be right here, I believe. So this is the preset I gave you guys. So I got the center stereo on. I'll play the beat real quick. Okay, so I showed you with it off and on. I think I probably put it on the screen. If not, then I was doing it off and on. But this is the preset I'm giving you guys. Make my beat bang. It's a simple preset just to get you guys going. So as you can see with the FT6, with the F6 RTA, as you can see, I rolled off the high pass, and I used the sides, so that way I can control the bass a little bit, and also add the mids of the bass to go up a little bit to kind of give you that nice subtle bass sound to where you can mix your vocals with it. And then like far as the clap, the snare and stuff like that, around 2000 around the 2000 frequency range, I boost that up a little bit. But if you got a beat and the clap and the snare is too loud, you might want to just take it down on the negative side a little bit, so you can kind of bring the clap and beat, because it's just controlling that. So excuse me, you can click on mid, and then that will control that. And then as you can see, I got the center plug-in on as well. So the lows, I got you bumping through the center, and then the punch, I got it bumping through the sides. So yeah, and then let's get on to the vocal presets. Now, you're gonna have to create a bus for this, because I did it for most people. Computers probably, they're probably old or whatever, and they can't load up as many plugins as, we can or I can. So I did it as a bus. So in order to create the bus, I'm not sure if you know how to do it, but I'll show you right now. So once you have the vocal, this is your vocal. So what you'll do is you'll click on master. Let me just see. Let's take this off real quick. Let's see. So click on verse, and yours may not look like this. It may be onto the master channel. So you'll see it on the master channel. But what you want to do is, what I normally do is I'll just take one of these, and I'll just dock it to the left. I'll just move it over, dock it to the left, and then you'll sit over here, rename it the bus dry. Now, when you click on your verse is gonna actually, your verse actually is gonna be going through the master bus. So just click here off of the master bus, and you're still on your verse. So you can just go over to the bus dry, and click there. Now you got your bus channel, and this is where you can apply all your effects and stuff like that. Now, so let's cut the verse on. So pretty much when you want to load these presets, once you get them all you got to do is just right click here on the Bust Dry channel, go to File, go to Open Mixer Track State, and then wherever you have them, let's see. Shoot, man, uh-oh. Let's see, FL. Okay, so wherever you have them, FL presets, I'll double click here. These are all the presets. So wherever you have them, and this is where you want to double click. So what you'll do is you'll just click up here, go to Open, and then boom, you'll see that preset load up, and then we can play the preset with the vocals.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirker and them legs showing signs too. I got her intersection screaming out new nigga me. A night with me will have your nigga feeling like your enemy.
So another thing I normally do too when I use presets and stuff like that, I like to mix in mono to actually blend the vocal with the beat well. So I'll mix in mono. So what I'll do is I'll go over to master, click on ozone, and I'll play it so you guys can hear the difference. So you'll see stereo from mono. And then I like to mix it in mono. Well, not all the way through the song, but if I'm doing a vocal, I like to mix it in mono to kind of get that vocal over that beat, but with a nice blend, not too loud over the beat to where you're screaming and the beat is just like all over, just you can't really hear it. So this is what I normally do.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirker and them legs showing signs too. I got her intersection screaming out new nigga me. A night with me will have your nigga feeling like your enemy. Marshy be the name, nigga. It's embedded in the brain, nigga. Now she not fucking with the same nigga. If it makes sense, then I'll change, nigga. Other than that, I'm still the same, nigga. White tee fitted hat and M chain, nigga.
And that's when I tend to mix in mono is when I'm doing that. I'll get to that in another video. I don't want to. I'm trying to get all these tutorials, you feel me? And then that's one of them, and then that's the no cap vocal. And then we can go on over to, let's go to uptight and front preset. And you'll see it change right here. And these all give you different tones and different plugins. Like this one I'm using to clean the vocals up with clarity, and then the R6 to kind of get the EQ going and get rid of some of the bad frequencies in the verse. Check it out. So, and what I mean by bad frequencies is, around 200, around 350, 500, maybe sometimes in 8,000, just to kind of help something with the syllables sometimes if you're using a de-esser or not. So I already got that pretty much set for you, but you may have a different type of microphone. So if you do, I record everything on flat. I do not put a high pass filter on my microphones when I'm recording. I do not use that. I like everything to be plain, dry, and just basic. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're doing the same thing. Do not turn a high pass filter on because we already have a roll off on that. So
this casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close.
So before let's go to Bust Dry. So let's cut these off real quick. And then let's take the vocal to its regular state. So we'll see what this vocal sit at. And how I determine that is I click on master and I play it from there. And then let's get rid of the beat. And then this would let us know where our vocal is sitting, if it's in -12, 13, 9, or whatever, to actually achieve the best results using these presets.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat.
So, like I said, this one's sitting around 12, maybe 9-ish. Just use it around there. So once you apply this effect, once you apply the preset, all you got to do is dial it down and blend it with your beat and use mono to mix in to get it to going. To get it going. So, yeah, once you do that, man, these presets will definitely work for you. So let's turn the beat back on. Let's go back to the preset, cut it back on. And then you'll notice the preset, give it a little boost because we actually have a limiter on it as well.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat.
You see what I'm saying? So all you doing is deducting. Man, and you blend in that vocal with the beat, and then turn on mono so you can actually get real detailed into it, so it'll sound good to you. And then let's move on to the next one. And man, these are yours, man. These are yours, man. And then we got the vintage vibe, which is more of a compressed and just smooth vocal to just a vintage sound, And then what we do here, same thing here.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the.
And then what you can do as well too, as you can see, I do have an API on it, a EQ, because I don't like to add EQ just to the bus. I like to add EQ by itself on the vocals because you don't want each one of your vocals with the same EQ on it. So I tend to like have, so with this API, I got it at +4, and the rest will probably be +2, so they don't sound the same. So let's check it out.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirker and them legs showing signs too. I got her intersection screaming out new nigga me. A night with me will have your nigga feeling like your enemy. Marshy be the name, nigga. It's embedded in the brain, nigga. Now she not fucking with the same nigga.
So as you see, adding API adds more clarity to it because you add an EQ to it, and you also have a de-esser right after that EQ, so you're good to go. And then from there, you can bust your reverb, your delay. You can add your effects tracks, what y'all call it. You can add your effects tracks, and then from there, you be good to go. I don't know if you know how to add effects tracks, but it's super simple. Man, all you got to do is click on this channel, and then what I'll do is, let's call it effects. Say that. So all you're going to do is go to Bust Dry and then click on the effects part right here. Boom. Now you got an effects track to it. And then you can go here and add, let's just add a, let's see, do I got a reverb in here? Let's look for Fruity. Where Fruity Verb at, bro? Man, you see I don't be using them plugins, bro. Where you at, bro? Another thing, I need to find my glasses too, dog. Let's see, do I got an reverb? Let me see what's a cool reverb we can use. Let's just add a reverb real quick. Let's see, in reverb, where you at, brother? Let's use Manny Reverb real quick. Stereo, yeah. And then this is what you get with the Manny Reverb, but turn it down.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too.
So it's super easy to add effects, man. And then what I would do is I would add an EQ above it and roll it off to about 500. And man, it's that simple, man. So I gave you guys tips and tricks on how to use these presets and what you can add to it, especially if you're a noob. This will help you a whole lot. So I don't want to have this tutorial dragging along, too long, but these are the presets I'm giving you guys. Like I said, click on the link in the description. They're yours. They're free. Handle your business. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's all I'm asking for. And a simple thank you in the comments, man. Nobody says thank you, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to keep dropping gems. Hey, it's your boy Mixed by Malachi. I hope y'all learned something today. I hope you guys enjoy these presets. And let me know what you think, man. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about the presets. And again, thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with me. I appreciate you guys to the utmost. Take care.